Be sure and read all the instructions carefully and get a thorough understanding of what is required to assemble your ST Series filter pump. Before you begin to assemble your Summer Wave sand filter system, ensure you have identified, counted, and checked all parts needed for assembly. See Owner's Manual for Parts List. These instructions are the same for both the 10 and 12-inch sand filter system models. Ensure your pool is set up first before installing your sand filter. Make sure your pump placement to the pool openings is identified first. The pump should be at a minimum of 6 feet away from the power outlet. When you're touching the filter, pump, or electrical parts, be sure the ground under your feet is completely dry. Now, let's get started. First, set up the wall fittings. Note, the same steps apply to the return fittings. Proceed in gathering your fitting parts. Start by applying the gasket to the fitting. Then insert the pool fittings with the gasket into the liner wall. On the outside of the liner, apply the thrust washer to the fitting, followed by applying the fitting nut. Hand tighten the fitting nut until tight. Be sure not to use any other tools. Next, obtain your pump. Start by snapping the pump onto the sand tank base. Then insert and push the locking pins all the way down to secure the pump with the tank base. With the drain valve pointing outward, place the sand tank onto the base. Place the center pipe inside the center of the tank. Attach the sand guard to the top opening of the center pipe. This prevents the sand from entering the top opening of the center pipe when filling. Now, fill the tank with number 20 silica sand. The sand guard is to be removed after filling and saved for future use. Sand levels should be between the min and max mark on the center pipe. Make sure the valve O-ring is present at the bottom flange of the valve. Place the 6-port valve to the sand tank. Apply the clamp to the flange of the 6-port valve and sand tank. Close the clamp and push the two jaws as close together as possible. Align the grooves with the center of the clamp. Align the front grooves with the opening of the clamp. Turn the cam handle so the cam bolt inserts into the slot of the other jaw. Turn cam handle clockwise to tighten the clamp until no more turns can be made. Align the cam handle with the clamp and push the cam handle towards the sand tank. Insert the camshaft bolt cap to the end of the cam bolt. Now, connect the shortest hose to the 6-port valve inlet with the hose clamp. Avoid snagging the O-ring. Then, connect the other side of the hose with the hose clamp onto the pump outlet. Obtain one of the long hoses and connect the hose to the 6-port valve outlet. With the other side of the hose, apply the hose clamp and connect it to the return fitting. Obtain your last hose. Apply the hose clamp and connect it to the pump inlet. With the other side of the hose, apply hose clamp and connect it to the suction fitting. Lastly, be sure to tighten all hose clamps with a flathead screwdriver. Before starting your pump, fill the pool with water. We will start backwashing the sand filter system. The backwash function and purpose is to reverse the water flow, to wash out any sand. The water flow direction is from the pool inlet, into the pump, out to the sand tank, backwards through the 6-port valve drain outlet. Start by ensuring the pump is powered off. Proceed to remove the 6-port valve drain cap. Then connect a hose to the 6-port valve drain. This is optional to direct the water flow elsewhere. Now, let's engage the backwash function on the 6-port valve and power on the pump. Let the water flow. Then power off the pump once the water runs clear. Next, you will need to rinse the sand filter system. The rinse function and purpose is to level out the sand bed after backwashing the sand tank. The water flow direction is from the pool inlet, into the pump, and out to the sand tank forward through the 6-port valve drain outlet. Then, engage the rinse function. Power on the pump and let it rinse for 1 minute. Then, power off the pump. Now you can remove the hose from the valve drain and tighten the drain cap. Lastly, engage your filter function. The filter function and purpose is the normal filtration and regular vacuuming of the pool. The water flow direction is from the pool inlet into the pump and out to the sand tank, forward through the 6-port valve outlet and back into the pool. Now, power on the pump after engaging the filter function. Pressure should be in the grain section of the gauge. Write down the sand tank pressure reading of the pressure gauge. This reading indicates the initial pressure, meaning the tank pressure when the sand bed is clean. Backwash the sand bed whenever the reading is between 1 to 1.5 bars above the initial pressure, or once every 2 weeks to maintain water cleanliness. Setting up your sand filter system is truly that easy. Now you can enjoy your summer splashing around in your Summer Waves pool.